Hello and welcome back. I am right in the very middle of my extreme bedroom makeover project. This room started out pretty dated and dull, and my goal has been to turn this into a mid-century, colorful, vibey bedroom. Welcome back to the series where I challenge myself to use thrifted materials and a love of all things retro to DIY our family home from this farmhouse to that 70s house. We just got finished installing all this brand new drywall and I have carpet coming in just a few days, so I need to get all this painting done before that happens because I know, I'm a messy girl.
Look at these pants already, guys.
And I will spill on that new carpet if given the opportunity. So let's get to painting.
Hey there, member.
Chill for 1 second. It is new drywall, so we have to start with a primer. And this is gonna go everywhere. Are you here to help me paint?
I'm here for moral support.
Thank you. Did you bring me one of those? No.
Wow.
With a croissant.
Thank you. You're the best.
I love you.
Love you. Okay, hold on. Come back to you in a second.
Prime time. So in the time between the last update on this room and this video, that's when we did all of the drywall mudding and taping, and not my favorite job. No, it just takes a lot of time. And I feel like it's one of those things where a professional could come in and just do it way faster and just get it done. So I know I get asked sometimes, what's worth the money? What do you spend on what? Like, when do you know to call in the professionals versus what can you DIY? And that might be one of the things I would recommend spending the money on, but not to say that it can't be DIY'd, because I did, and so can you. And I guess on that note, what I wanna say is give yourself a little bit of grace. If you're doing any home reno or DIY project, everything always looks better on camera. Everything always looks so beautiful and polished when it's done. And no one really notices the small imperfections because we're looking at a beautiful finished room. So, if you're doing any of this and you're wondering why you're feeling like maybe your work isn't looking like everybody else's, it's not up to a standard, that standard is made up, okay? We're all hiding our uneven drywalled corners, okay? We're hiding our ugly lamp cords. We're editing them out in Photoshop. Like, real life is real and nobody's perfect, even when it comes to room makeovers. So I guess I just wanted to share that while I'm going through this process, and I'm really hoping it's gonna turn out beautiful in the end. But when you see the beautiful finals, just know it was a lot of work, and there's probably a lot of little imperfections that nobody, except for me, is ever going to notice. So if you're feeling that way about a project as well, we all go through it. And it's gonna be beautiful in the end. I know that it will. Okay, same shirt, different day, and I think I'm so close to being done with painting. It's looking amazing in here. I've moved on to my real paint color, which I'm sure you can't tell the difference at all because at the end of the day, it's also just white. But this is Swiss Coffee by Benjamin Moore, and it's a really nice warm white that doesn't read too yellow, and it's looking fantastic in here. Now, I've seen a lot of you asking who Ruth is, and honestly, we don't know. But I think since we're very close to covering up the floor, it only feels right for us to sign our names here as well while I have to paint out.
KD.
Can I write something funny?
Well, you kind of gotta write your name is the idea.
Is it I-N or O-N?
Osman.
Nani?
You did N backwards? That was crazy.
I'm left-handed.
Chaotic. You have a joke ready?
I worked all day on this.
I don't get it.
It's ruthless. Should we do some actual work now?
One coat of paint later.
Now, before the carpet gets installed, there's still one more really big project that we have to do. Because this door that we put in serves as an entryway and an exit from the inside to the outside, you can imagine that carpet right up against it is gonna get dirty really fast. So our proposed solution is to put tile in front of the door, and I think the only way it's not gonna look strange is to have it go wall to wall between these two walls so it looks purposeful and like it was designed when the rest of the room was designed. Because we're working with some funny features here. This wall is at a different angle than the rest of the space. I'm just trying to have things look right, okay? And if you've ever seen me do tiling before, flashback to the bathroom, you know it's a bit of a messy job. So I wanna have the tile all laid and dried and cleaned up so that when the carpet installers come, they can come put the carpet right up to the edge of the tile here, and it will be beautiful. Now, what tile are we actually doing? Leave it to me to make a very last minute decision, as I'm literally going out to pick it up now and we can hopefully install it today. But I'll tell you why this is such a last minute choice, because I ended up finding what I thought was my dream flooring tile for this project about a week ago. They were these beautiful, large rectangle terracotta stone flooring, which is very much my vibe. And the woman had a whole bunch of it, and the listing said price per box. So we set up a time. I drove all the way out there, which, mind you, this place was not close to me at all, but I was dedicated to the vibe. And then when I got there, she was under the impression that I was gonna buy the whole lot. There was so much of it, way out of my budget to buy all of it. I had assumed that I could buy as many boxes as I want since the price was listed per box. So I don't really know whose fault that technically is, but let's just add that to the list of things I now have to worry about when buying on Marketplace. And trust me, this list does not need to be any longer. I've had a lot of deals go kind of weirdly that I'm now wary of so many things. But the more we all know. Okay. Let's head out and I'll show you what I'm getting. And hopefully this deal goes well, okay? Wish me luck, guys, because this one seems good. Okay, success! These are only a handful of them that I brought in from my car, but check her out. These are natural travertine stone flooring, and I got a whole bunch of them for $50 for the whole lot, which I think for natural stone is a very good price. I'm happy about this. And I like to say that everything is meant to be in a way, because these are actually so much better than the ones that I drove all the way out to get and was rejected in getting them. Because the funny thing is, this bedroom is turning out to match the ensuite bathroom so well. We did a blue flooring tile in there, and we have a natural travertine countertop in there. I didn't really think about that when making these choices, but it's all working out, baby. And honestly, orange tile and blue carpet would have kind of been whack anyways, right? To install these, we first need to put down cement board. How millennial is it of me to say, but first coffee? And to have a list coffee mug. Oh boy.
Looks great.
Do you think you can slop it down faster than I can when I can do this?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's see it then. Slopston.
Wow, I don't know if that's a cool nickname.
Wow, what a technique. If we were on Amazing Race, do you think that we would make it far?
I don't do well with reading.
I don't think that's usually what a lot of the challenges are based in. How come you get the knee pad? You're the one wearing pants.
You chose to wear improper work clothes.
It's so hot today. We are now ready to tile, and we need to put this piece down underneath the tile, and it has this special lip on it, which is perfect for tucking the carpet under so that the carpet won't lift between the tile and the carpet. and you can just get this at your tiling store. So I think we kind of need to put the paste along the edge so we can squish this long piece down and then fill it in. The last piece. This song was literally playing last night when you asked if you could be done painting. And I said, yeah, you can stop because this song's playing. And isn't that crazy that this song's playing now as we just finished?
On a different radio station.
Yeah, that's wild. It's closing time. Look at that, it's perfect. So while the tile dries before I do the grout, I'm gonna move on to staining because I have a lot of that to do. And I think pretty much every other time I've stained something in my house in another video, I've used a different kind of stain every time. So I don't see why today should be any different. I picked up this one when I went to the paint store that sells the Benjamin Moore paint. This is the brand Old Masters. Never tried them before, but this color is called Red Mahogany. And I have notoriously had a hard time trying to find that true reddy mid-century colored stain. So I'm feeling very hopeful about this one. Now, okay, I know better. I'm not gonna test this on this wall as much as I wanna just do this one so bad to see it, how it's gonna look. I'm gonna test this on just a different part of the room because I'm smart like that. Ooh, she's dark. I hope this isn't gonna be like so dark. Well, let's find out. It's like purple almost. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's straight up purple. It looks less purple on camera, but in real life, that's purple. Ah, that's so annoying. Yeah, that's totally different. Ugh. Okay, guys. I'm stressing hard and I hope I can fix this. I just pulled this little can of Early American out, which I have shifted away from this being my go-to because I don't feel like it's red enough. But maybe if we can combine the two, we can get somewhere we like.
Okay guys, I know you're all screaming at me that it doesn't look bad, but you're just gonna have to trust me when I tell you this was straight up eggplant. So in a desperate attempt to make something work, I pulled out every can I had and got to mixing.
Oh boy, okay.
Okay. I figured it out, I'm pretty sure.
So, it's one layer of our purple mahogany to give it some darkness and some depth. And then it's a second layer of the American walnut to bring it back to a little more orange and a little less purple. That's it. That's the combination. That's the answer. We're doing it. Literally no going back now. Let's go. Purple walls. Everyone just remember that it's getting a second coat that will de-purplify it, okay? Okay.
On top of the accent wall, I'm also staining the built-in frame and the built-in closet.
I know this looks kind of chaotic at the moment, but it's because this is natural stone and there's so many holes in the tile and I want to fill them all with the grout. So I'm getting this everywhere. Tiling is one of the most trust the process things you will ever do because it always looks terrible at this point. But then it comes around.
Maybe some water. Tacos almost ready.
Oh, thanks.
This is when it sort of starts to come together and look like something. I'm really trying not to over wipe because I don't want to remove material from all the porous holes in this tile because I want to fill them. So this is a delicate balance, you know? Good morning. It's very early, but do you know what today is? It's carpet day. I don't even remember the color that I picked. I haven't looked at it in a while, and I'm really hoping that when it comes, it looks good with everything we've started in the room so far. I'm literally like,
what color was it? Was it more green? Was it more blue?
carpet day, carpet day, carpet day. Last chance to spill coffee on the floor.
Did you just spill?
No, but if there was ever a time, it's not after today.
Yeah, it's super nice. I like the color. Cool, thank you. Dude, it's looking so good.
Okay, so while that's happening, I just want to take a second to talk about some of the discussions that were happening on the last video on whether or not to do the carpet at all. If you'll remember, I was trying to decide between whether to do wood flooring or carpet flooring, and in the end, we went with the carpet, obviously. But in the comments, people seem to be pretty split on which direction I should go. For those of you who supported me all the way in this carpet conversation, I so appreciate you. And for those of you who thought that I should be doing the wood flooring instead, I also appreciate you. And I don't think there was really a right or wrong answer here, and I want to actually give a huge shout out to the people that did say wood floors, because I think that this might have been the right answer for most people. In fact, if this was anybody else's home I was working on, I would go the wood flooring route. It certainly is more timeless, and the ability to swap different area rugs in and out adds to that. But since this is my personal space, something I've been learning about myself as I go through this journey of making over this entire home is that I feel more fulfilled when I make these potentially riskier decisions. I am such an interior design enthusiast. I love looking at beautiful homes. I love looking at really interesting, different homes. And for me to be able to try out these interesting and different choices in my own home is like fueling this new area of passion for me that I didn't really know I had. So while I would have been perfectly happy with wooden flooring, I'm just feeling so genuinely excited about this blue carpet on like a whole new level that I didn't know I could reach until now, and I'm just so excited for where this takes my style in the future. So to those of you who thought this was a bad idea and that I might end up regretting it, you might end up being right. I don't know, but honestly, I'm kind of excited to find out and see where my style goes from here.
Danny, can we show you something? You wanna come see? Come on, come on, let's go.
Danny, come here. Look, buddy! Look! What is this? A non-slippery floor for your little feet. Now no slipping. No slipping. It's actually so nice. It's so comfy. I really like the color too. Are you happy? Your room's coming back together, bud. Come here, Danny. Come on. Good boy. No! I think he likes it. I think he likes it.
Okay, we are making serious progress, but I feel like for the keen viewers out there, you might have realized that there's still some pretty noticeable seams in the ceiling where the drywall is. And yes, I'm aware of that too, and it was slightly done this way on purpose. This idea came from sort of two places in my head. The first being, I just hate doing drywall. I hate patching drywall. So if I could eliminate the need to patch the drywall in certain places, I'm doing it. And those places I chose were the 4 long horizontal splits in the drywall on my ceiling. And the second, much more interesting reason for why I've left it like this is because I want to do some faux ceiling beams. Now you need to know that in my head there are 2 very different types of exposed ceiling beams. One, which I'm sort of referring to as like the California mid-century exposed ceiling beam, and 2, which is the very farmhouse rustic exposed ceiling beam. Now I've seen a lot of people DIY this second style by either building like a faux box that gets mounted to the ceiling, or maybe constructing it out of like a foam and then putting that on the ceiling. But my plan today, I think, is honestly going to be much simpler and leans more into that sleek mid-century style of ceiling beam that I'm going for. And the bonus to all of this is that it's just going to cover my drywall seams and I don't have to patch them. Woo! This is a good plan. Okay, I'm hoping it works because I haven't seen anyone do them this way. we're gonna figure out together though. So to start this project, I've already gone out to my local hardware store and picked up some pine 2x4s. I was luckily able to get these in really long lengths so that there's not a lot of seams in the wood in the ceiling. They can be one long piece. And then I went ahead and stained them using the same stain combo that we did on the accent wall back there. Now we're on to installing. The nice thing too is that I also have this beam in the ceiling, which is very much structural, and I think these smaller little beams will tie in with this and make this not such a standout thing in the center of the room. I think it's gonna be good.
So to attach these beams to the ceiling, I'm drilling holes about halfway through these beams with a 1/2 inch drill bit and spacing these holes about 4 feet apart all the way down the beam.
So we'll bring it on this side of the line because you'll never see it in there.
Yeah,
So
except for when I'm lying in bed every night and looking up.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, is there light emanating from the closet?
Magic. Oh, 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 it's magic.
We're using 2.5 inch screws and making sure we're hitting a real ceiling joist beneath this drywall so that it is nice and secure.
Like it looks, I believe it, you know what I mean? Like it looks
It's
like
real.
there was just
Structural?
joists exposed in the ceiling.
Does it make it look fancier?
Yeah. Hopefully our ceiling fan is
Well, eventually it'll stop hitting once it like wears through the wood.
Oh my goodness.
Have to sharpen the blades on it.
Perfect.
Great.
It actually does look amazing. It's so nice when the vision comes to life and it works. Is this what you pictured when I told you what I wanted to do?
I thought they would be flat, like laid flat.
Doesn't make any sense.
Pauline, give me some of your tots.
No, go find your own.
Come on, give me some of your tots.
The reason for drilling those 1/2 inch holes at the beginning in the wood was partly so we didn't have to use like 6-inch screws to get all the way through this wood, but also so that I could take a 1/2 inch dowel, cut it into little pieces, and then use that to plug the holes, which creates the perfect patch. With a little bit of sanding and some more stain, they are totally undetectable.
Now back when I did the LED lighting inside these faux windows, I just had the cord running out to an outlet on this wall. Since then, we've had an electrician come and actually put an outlet inside the closet so the cord is not visible, thank goodness. But now, an outlet comes with 2 plugs, so I'm thinking this is an opportunity to do even more lighting. And because of this beautiful recessed shelf that I made, what? I didn't buy this. It's looking a little dark, so I picked up the babiest, thinnest little puck light that does plug in and is dimmable, and I think it would be so lovely just to have a little light here that can glow up this whole area, and I'll run the cord up through the top of this shelf and then be able to plug it in. There is nothing that gets me more excited than a product that's just so simple in execution. All it does is it unscrews. The little glass piece comes off, and then you can just drill right through here to mount it. Like, it's so simple, no funny business, no like fancy clips or anything. It's simple and it's good. Okay, now we plug it in. Ooh, oh, okay, that's fun. Just like a little extra something, you know, I can't say no to good recessed lighting, okay? And you saw that took like 2 minutes to do. Wow.
And speaking of recessed lighting, you might remember this strange hole in the wall that we tackled in my closet makeover. Well, I've since made a new shelf for it, and that project lives over on my Instagram, and I think this looks way better.
So I have to say the ceiling is looking so incredible, like better than I hoped it would be. It's so good. But maybe you noticed there's one thing I did, which was leave a gap on this side of the wall between the beam and the wall. And that's because we're doing track curtains. And the secret to a good track curtain is very much in that floor to ceiling curtain look. So I just thought that putting the curtain rod underneath the beams wouldn't feel right. So instead I left about 1.5 inches space so that I could put the track in between. So let's get these up. And you know what I just realized is that when I get to hang the curtains after this will be the first real piece of like decor element that we put in this room. And this is major, folks. This is major.
These are IKEA curtains, which has proven to be the most affordable way to go since I'm putting up a lot of them and they're very easily thriftable, but making them hang nicely really comes down to how you pleat them, and I'll leave a link in the description to a previous video where I've stepped out exactly how this process is done. I am very much just jumping all over the place to finish different parts of this room, so here we are tackling some of the trim around the closet.
I need this to cooperate, please. Okay, right. Nice. What a beautiful corner. It's all coming together, people. It really is. Ah! Oh gosh. Okay, fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, guys, the room is coming together so quickly now. Like, it feels like we're just in an unfurnished room as opposed to a room that was still very much being worked on. And this is incredible. So I think now is the time to do something that I have wanted to do for so long. Let me go get it. So, for those of you who've been watching me for a while, you'll probably be familiar with this piece. This is my electric mid-century modern acorn fireplace that is one of my earliest Facebook Marketplace finds. I think I paid $300 for this back in the day, which is a total steal in hindsight. I didn't really know anything about these when I bought this. I think this is maybe what you could call my gateway purchase into mid-century design, because I just thought this thing was funky and would look cool in our old home, and again, I knew nothing really about the style or how much I would later go on to love these things. So good job past me for finding this online and bringing it home, because now I truly feel like it is in the right space. Everywhere that I styled this before, this has always been like the funkiest item in the room. It's what made the room feel kind of retro. But now I kind of feel like it just blends in. Like, it feels like it's at home here, which is exactly what I always wanted my home to be. And this is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm getting freaking emotional over an electric fireplace, but like, things are happening and the room is coming together. Should we turn this on? I think yes. Ah! Oh, baby. Yep, okay, yep. Everything is coming together. I don't know if this is its final spot. I might move this around a little bit, but that is for us to tackle in the next episode when I decorate the heck out of this place. We bring all the furniture back in and we make it look amazing. I can't wait to complete this space. I think obviously the furniture and the decor is really what's gonna bring it together, and I'm so excited to move on to that next. So I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Oh my God, like, are you joking me right now? Find me here for the next 6 hours. I'm not leaving. This is such a vibe.